encounter situations where you will reach a point of no return. You may have done all that you actually could to show a person that you love them, that you forgive them, and let bygones be bygones, move on. After an altercation, you may have done all that you could and all that you can, to befriend a person, or maybe this is a situation with someone at your job, maybe it's a situation with a friendship, it could be even a family member, it could be a life partner, it could even be a lover. But you done everything possible to extend yourself, support a person, show them that, look, I'm here, I know you made a mistake, we all make mistakes, let's keep it moving. But they rejected you. And so when you reach that point of doing all that you can, extending your hand out for an individual and just giving them grace, and they reject you. So you said, okay, you accepted their rejection, and now they want to come back. Welcome to Awaken Authentic Self. This is Jill Nicole. If you're watching me for the first time, do not forget to hit that like button. That's how we help the algorithm of this channel. So now they want to come back, now that they see that you have developed yourself. Maybe you're growing in your business, maybe you're growing in your money, something that they physically see you doing where it's very evident you're having a glow up. And they did not see you crumble. They did not see you, cry and boo-hoo like they thought they would. Because they thought that you or they were your end-all be-all. So they thought when they walked away that you would always leave a spot open for them. And they did not quite expect your elevation after the rejection. So this will have people wonder, did I do the right thing by rejecting this person? Did I choose that right person, that right partner, to leave this individual here to go to another person? These people will always think that the grass is greener on the other side, not realizing that you as well are the apple of God's eye. You are chosen and you are precious to the Lord. And because you are precious to the Lord, them dumping you for another friend, another partner, they thought they would be blessed over there. They thought it would be better over there. But after some time passed, giving this situation some time, after you fully healed, after you no longer even care about that, maybe you forgave that person. Hopefully you forgave that person, right? Because forgiveness is for you. It's not for the other individual. It's for you to release and let that go. And so you have now grown to this point where you don't need their validation. You don't need their friendship. You don't need their support. And now, after the rejection, they want to come back. Now, everybody who wants to come back is not worthy of your presence. And it doesn't mean that you can't forgive them, because you absolutely, positively should forgive, especially if you call yourself a Christian, if you are a believer, you should forgive. But they want to now come back, and everybody is not, somebody that deserves to be in your presence. And so it's up to you, try the Spirit by the Spirit, really look at the fruits. If a person is changed and you are in a space where you are healthy enough to give that individual a little bit more grace, and perhaps you can allow a person to return, but it doesn't necessarily mean it has to be in the same way that the relationship once was, right? You know, somebody could have been an ex, and maybe now they want to return back as a friend. Or, you know, somebody could have been a best friend, and now they want to return back, but you're only comfortable with them being a distant friend. That is your right to do that, because people got to prove themselves, right? And this is what people don't realize. We just don't go around, you know, trusting people, and we have to guard our hearts, you know, because especially when you are a believer, you know, the enemy is always looking for a way to capture and catch God's people. You know, even Jesus was rejected. If you even go to John 1:11, it tells us, he was despised and rejected by men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief, and one from whom men hid their faces. He was despised, and we esteemed him not. So people hid from Jesus. They didn't even want to look at him. So, you know, perhaps Jesus wasn't very pleasant to look at. I don't know. Or perhaps, you know, the truth in his eyes really had people going. It really exposed people and made them feel exposed, you know, with their demons and about themselves. And so they couldn't stand his light. Maybe they couldn't stand to be in his presence. But we know even the Most High was rejected. So this is something that each of us, Christian, non-Christian, believer, non-believer, will at least experience in our life at least once, right? But when you are walking with the Lord and you are a child of God, this thing tends to happen a whole lot. People will try to take advantage of you, seeing your belief in Jesus and God as some form of a weakness. But it's not a weakness, you know? And a lot of times we can even see it coming. But you will do what? We extend grace to people, you know, hand them enough rope, right, to hang themselves. My father used to always say, give a person enough rope to hang themselves, right? Give them space. And so maybe they took your quietness and your meekness, your peaceful nature as a form of weakness, and they decided that you were weak, so they were going to reject you. But now they see your glow up. Now they see you rising. Maybe you're doing better in your business. Maybe you got it going on. Maybe you lost some weight. I don't know, whatever is going on, but these people will reject you and not understand, oh, you've accepted the rejection. That took them by surprise. That was not the reaction that they were looking for. That was not the reaction from you that they were expecting, right? And so now they want to come back and they want to see what's really going on. Some people want to come back to, like what they say, to just do you even worse, right? To finish the job off. Some people want to come back because they really are remorseful and they really do, you know, want to be a part of your life, and they really do see that you hold a lot of value. Some people want to come back, you know, just to gain something from you. But whatever it is, guard your heart, pray about it, try the Spirit, by the Spirit. And that's it for now, you all. Again, this is Awaken Authentic Self, and I'm Jill Nicole. Do not forget to hit that like button to support the channel. And I will see you again another day, God willing.